Hey guys, this is Brandon at The Edge Pro, and today we're going to talk about a question that we get very often, and that is, how do I clean and oil my blades? I would have to say overall it probably doesn't get done as much as it should, but we're here to help, and so I'm just going to show you how we clean and oil blades, and hopefully you find this helpful, and that you can keep your tools running strong and cool, and then also not have too much excess oil there that's going to end up getting into your haircut or the groom that you're working on. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and keep the blade on the clipper here, and then we are going to spray it with, we like the Andis Cool Care. The reasons we like the Andis Cool Care is the aerosol can. It works nicely to help kind of blow out a little bit of the hair that's in there. Another thing that we really like about it is that it works as a great solvent to take the oils out of the blade, and then it also works as a good disinfectant. The one cameo I have though is when it takes out the oils, that means we have to follow it up with oil. So if you're not going to follow it up with oil, you can just turn the video off here. Don't spray any Cool Care on your blades, and thank you for watching up to this point. But if you think you can follow it up with oil, hang on with me for just another minute or two and we'll show you how this works. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the blade running on the clipper just like that, and while it's running I'm going to take our Cool Care. I have the clipper pointed down towards the floor, and we're going to take our can of Cool Care here, and it just needs a little spray across the teeth, and then the blade moving back and forth is going to clean and disinfect the blade. And you can hear how the noise changed a little bit. And what that change was is now we have a dry blade with no oil on it. And so that's the metal sliding against each other, and that's going to dull your blades out really quickly. So we'll take and we're going to come in and dry off that excess material. If you have an air compressor in your shop, a lot of times we'll take and give it a little squirt of air to blow out that excess, but just drying it with a towel like that will work just fine. And then we're going to take and oil it. All of the brands are going to be very similar. I like this little tip that Andis has because you can close it. So if I throw it in my toolbox doesn't end up covered with oil. And so that's the one I use, but really that's the only reason why. As far as the actual products itself, they work really good. They all work good. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to drop just a few drops right across the top of the teeth. So we have 1, 2, 3. 2 to 3 will work just fine. And then you also want to, whoops, sorry about that. We want to oil, see this shiny part back here? The steel blades, it's a little harder to see, the ones that aren't black like this, but that's where the back of this cutter is sliding. And sometimes if that dries out, that'll also cause that extra resistance and heat buildup in your blades. And so the next thing we're going to do, I did 2 to 3 drops across these top teeth, and then we're also going to come in and try to hit this back section as well. Just 1 drop there, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the same on the other side. 1 drop there. Did you hear how that sound went down? Just that back rail on this side was the one that was giving us all that noise, and after that drop was there, it quieted down. So now our blade's running good, and we're ready to keep going for quite a while. This is going to be super important for all of your blades. It's going to help your blades last longer between sharpenings. It's also going to cause less work on your clipper over time, and this is even more important if you're going cordless. A cordless clipper is just going to have less powering the clipper because we're working with a battery instead of voltage coming out of the wall. And so the more often we can get in the habit of doing this, the better. I'm going to try a couple different clippers here because I want to demonstrate the loss of power that you have. It's a slow fade, so you don't notice it over time. but the loss of power that we have when we don't clean and oil the blades. And this, I just want you to listen for the clippers and see if we can hear them either quiet down or see if they speed up or something that we hear, if we hear a difference. Because I'm wanting to just show that this is worth your time to add this to a step. And you'll also get to see real time how long it takes to do. So here we are. We've got a wall magic clip. And that one actually got louder when I did that because it was oiled up nicely, and now it's dried out because of the Cool Care. It took out the oils. All right, and now we're going to do a couple drops across the teeth. And then one on the back, and one on the back over here. And then since this is an adjustable blade, we'll cycle it, and that's oiled. If there's any excess, you can see in these teeth, see how it's kind of looking wet there. I just went a little heavy on that. You maybe could have gotten away with just 2 drops. That way when you go back in to your haircut, you don't leave an oil line in their hair. And that's the biggest frustration with oiling blades that people have, and why a lot of the time it doesn't get done. Here's another clipper here. See what kind of a difference it sounds like. That was a pretty dramatic change there. Went from a very labored, loud sound. This is going to be used around your ears too, so I would prefer it to not be loud. And just by cleaning it out, it's already gotten much quieter. Oil, same situation. Couple drops across the teeth. And a drop or 2 across that back rail as well. And then we're going to dry off any of our excess. Again, I like the air better, but that's not feasible for most people, most places. To have an air compressor or even a can of air is not bad, like a computer cleaner or something along those lines. But that was a pretty dramatic effect there on that clipper. Let's try one more, and I think you guys will get the point, and I'll just stop beating this dead horse. But really labored, really bad sounding clipper right now. Now that blade is cleaned out and freed up, running really good. And we're in business, ready to get back to cutting. So I get asked this all the time. Hope you guys find this helpful and in maintaining your tools and getting the most out of your clipper as well as the most out of your blades. If this was helpful for you, definitely hit that thumbs up button. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your feedback on different tips and tricks that you guys do to keep your tools in shape. Thank you, and see you next time.